You got this up?
Hey, 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 hey. Chet, hey. 1, 1,
That's pretty good.
1, 1. 1, 2.
when they start conferring the diplomas, when they start handing out the diplomas, I'm going to be towards the front of the stage. I want to make sure I'm not in your shot. Okay? See where the flower bed is on the near side right now? That's where I'll be. Okay? I know they'll receive the...
Broken, isn't it? Try to be like here. You're just gonna be here. shaken our shot. Thank you.
table. Go.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. Good morning. The class of 2018 would like to welcome the administration, school board, faculty, family, and friends to this momentous occasion. The 466 graduates that sit before you today know that it's a great day to be a Rider.
Today is a time to recollect, to celebrate, and to look towards the future. We should always remember our time as Riders and what we accomplished here at CRHS. Now, I would like to welcome you to the 102nd commencement of Cesar Rodney High School.
Commencement is both an end as well as a new beginning. As we close one door and open a new one to achieve our dreams, we are filled with pride, excitement, and anticipation. As the 102nd graduating class, we recognize and appreciate the tradition of Cesar Rodney High School and the strong support we have received from the Rider community.
Please join us in a moment of silent reflection as we think about those that are unable to join us today as they protect our country. We also wish to acknowledge and remember Lionel Butler with great fondness, a classmate that we lost along the way during elementary school.
And finally, we would like to express our sincere thanks to those who have helped us reach this day. Your support has been never-ending as we celebrate this important milestone in our journey.
Good morning. Dr. Kiyowski, teachers, family, friends, and fellow students. When I received the call from Dr. Kiyowski, learning that I was the valedictorian of our class, my parents and I jumped for joy. But when I hung up the phone, it dawned on me that I would have to give a speech in front of all of you. And there's a lot of you. My speech would have to be motivational, funny, simple, concise, and above all, smart. No pressure. As I was attempting to fulfill all of these requirements, I remembered a quote by a pretty intelligent guy. Albert Einstein once said, "Everybody is a genius, but if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life believing that it is stupid." I truly love this quote. On numerous occasions, I've heard friends proclaim the simple phrase, "I'm stupid." Generally, this happens after he or she has received a lower grade than hoped for on an exam. Even worse, I once overheard a parent label her child as stupid because of a learning disability. I can't tell you how livid this phrase makes me feel. Every person is intelligent. Every person is bright. And isn't it awesome that we get to do it in our own way? I've had the opportunity to volunteer my time at the John S. Charlton School, where I worked with differently abled middle schoolers. I adore this description, differently abled. It emphasizes that autistic children are not disabled. Although they may struggle in certain aspects of life, they thrive in others, like each one of us. Every person has a talent that deserves the admiration of others. He or she must simply cultivate this ability to its full capacity. However, every person is not perfect, including myself. A valedictorian is supposed to be the smartest kid on the block. Oops. Ladies and gentlemen, this smart kid once accidentally slammed into a parked car not once, but twice consecutively while backing out of the driveway. This same kid once banged, face first I may add, into the wall while texting. Great. If you were to judge me solely based on these two instances, I would seem like an airhead. But I'm not just an airhead. I'm courageous and confident and so much more than a kid who can't drive, and I can't. And a dyslexic child or an autistic student is so much more than what they can't do. He can be an amazing individual who thrives in other aspects of life, like being able to solve a Rubik's Cube or fix any mechanical problem someone places in front of him. No matter your grades in school, you can impact this world. As Winston Churchill once said, success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is through courage to continue that counts. I've heard from many of you about the great impact you want to have on our society through your chosen fields. I know that we, the class of 2018, can accomplish anything because we are all intelligent in one way or another. As long as we act with perseverance, courage, and grit, we can take the steps towards our dreams. Thank you. And as always, go Riders!
I'm not going to lie. It's been a challenging 4 years. We've all had to struggle through something, whether that be trying to get by in an AP class, shooting for a better PR in cross country, or even problems at home. But in these times of social, political, and most importantly, personal change, what more can you expect? The important thing is that we struggled and won. You all sitting in the audience today are proof of that. Now, of course, we certainly could not have done it alone. From the late night chats with friends about what the mitochondria does, to having our parents constantly lecture us about the FAFSA, we've had a ton of people behind us the whole way. I know that personally, I couldn't have hoped to pass calculus without the lessons from my brother and girlfriend. And even worse, I guarantee you I would not have finished any of my applications in time had my mom and dad not nagged me. But let us not forget the sheer strength it took for all of us students to persevere through test after test and essay after essay. Yet, through it all, we have developed some remarkable skills and interests we would have never otherwise entertained. Take myself, for example. I entered high school aspiring to learn a plethora of new culinary skills, in addition to academics, of course. But after much arguing with guidance office freshman year, I ended up in plant science class instead. Now, 4 years later, I make floral arrangements regularly, and I can't tell you how many times people have asked me to make them corsages. This just goes to show how impressionable a time this is for students and the sheer range of opportunities high school has to offer us and for our personal growth. With this growth has come scholastic and extracurricular achievement. Oftentimes, this growth may seem so great that we feel fulfilled or completed. But we must never forget that graduation is not our end. The skills and knowledge we have fought so hard to obtain are tools, and just that. Going forward, we still have much to achieve. In only 3 short months, we'll be walking into an entirely new place, filled with entirely new people. And what then? No longer will we only be known as the thespian, the athlete, the academic, or the florist. At that time, we'll have the opportunity to grow further or even reinvent ourselves. So really what I'm saying is that we should not content ourselves with what we have done so far. While crucially important, our choices thus far do not define us as individuals. Sure, our superiority in the classroom or on the field may have set some others more nicely than others. But everything can still and probably will change. Our happiness later on in life does not depend on what happened in high school or how we portrayed ourselves, but how we apply what we have learned to our work or college experience and beyond. As we embark on this new chapter in our lives, I'm sure we'll need support more than ever. So parents, friends, teachers, and everybody else, we thank you for what you've done so far, but your role is not yet completed. We will still need somebody to help us choose classes, proofread our resumes, see us off to basic training, or just talk to and get advice. Soon, we'll move off into the new world, and have a whole new set of responsibilities. But for now, let's celebrate. We've all earned it. Thank you.
So good morning. Let me just say, Jessica, Nicholas, great job. Congratulations to the class of 2018. Okay, so now that you're graduating, I think it's time that I share a secret. It's the way that I managed to get at each of you to do exactly what I wanted. Need proof? It's not a problem. Did you think those fog and ice delays and those snow days were all about you? Absolutely not. After all, superintendents need a break too. You know, when things just aren't going right. Cafeteria is not serving General Tso's chicken or brunch for lunch, or when I've run out of star erasers or CR pins. And then there was that time when the Eagles won the Super Bowl. You feel my pain. I was depressed. I needed some me time. So on those days, I get up early, I look outside, and then I decide what kind of day I would like to have. Was it an extra hour? Or did I need 2? Or did I deserve the entire day of peace and quiet? Well, that was the easy part. Next came the hard part, making the recording. You know, it's not easy trying to sound disappointed. And after making sure I had just the right tone and inflection, I would send the message out. Now here's the trick. The earlier, the better. That way, when you wake people up, they really don't know what you're saying. And of course, it's always important to end the message by saying, "Have a great day," because I knew I would. Done. Then I'd go back to bed, have a nice breakfast, or start binge watching my favorite show. Not only did I get what I wanted, but I discovered something. I discovered how to communicate with teenagers. Why, in the 11 years since I've been calling, not once did any of you ever show up early for school. Not once did any of you ever come in on a snow day. Proving once and for all, you do listen. Why, I even found out that a few of you went to sleep hoping that I would call in the morning. Just think, you wanted to hear what I had to say. Hey, if I knew you felt that way, well, I'd have called more often. After all, we all could have used a little extra rest this year. On second thought, let's agree to keep that secret just between you and me. You know, I wouldn't want the school board finding out. Now, I do have one last question for you. And it's a question that you've been asked countless times over the last 13 years. Ready? So what do you want to be when you grow up? Sound familiar? Think of all of the answers that you've given. Policeman, soldier, ballerina, movie star, rapper, chef, athlete, circus performer, teacher, hairdresser, musician, doctor, scientist, artist, nurse, farmer, president, congresswoman. That question just never gets old. Why, I'll even bet that some of you will be asked that very same question at the graduation parties that you attend, although they may sound slightly different. Like, when do you leave for basic training? Or, what's your major? Which is usually followed by, oh. Or when someone gives you advice. Chick-fil-A is hiring. And then there's my favorite. Your mother and I are wondering, when are you moving out? Yes, high school is over, and so are the perks that come with it. So today I ask, are you ready to answer that question? Are you ready for life when you walk out of this stadium? Okay, take a deep breath. Don't panic. The diploma that you'll receive today says that you are. That you are ready to continue on your journey. Ready to continue to learn and to grow. Ready to continue to make mistakes and to deal with challenges. Ready to change your mind. And maybe even you're ready to do something great. Well, it's decision time. But I'm going to let you in on another secret. Just like you, I still haven't decided what I want to be when I grow up. I've just learned to enjoy the journey and to be ready for anything that comes. I wish you all the best on your journey. I know you'll be ready. Congratulations. Today's speaker, our Congresswoman, the Honorable Lisa Blunt Rochester, has had to answer that same question and has been on her own journey, and she has proven to be ready. Representative Blunt Rochester grew up in Wilmington, and her first job was at McDonald's on Market Street. She majored in international relations as an undergraduate at Fairleigh Dickinson University and later earned a master's in urban affairs and public policy from the University of Delaware. She began her professional career as a problem solver and an advocate, a caseworker for then Congressman Tom Carper. Representative Blunt Rochester helped people during challenging times with their Social Security benefits, disability insurance, IRS disputes, and their housing needs. She served in the cabinets for 2 of Delaware's governors. As Secretary of Labor, Deputy Secretary of Health and Social Services, and State Personnel Director. As Secretary of Labor, Representative Blunt Rochester focused on connecting employers to resources and job seekers, particularly those on public assistance and those leaving Delaware's prisons. As State Personnel Director, Representative Blunt Rochester authored the 2001 Blunt-Bradley Report, which served as a roadmap to improve internal and external relations with the Delaware State Police. Believing that our national security requires a strong understanding of the rest of the world, Representative Blunt Rochester has helped women enter the workforce in the Middle East and has provided vaccines to children in Africa. While living in China with her late husband, Charles, she co-authored the book Thrive, 34 Women, 18 Countries, One Goal, which profiles women who reinvented themselves while living in a foreign country. The proud mother of Alyssa and Alex, both of whom graduated from Delaware's public schools, she values education, and she seeks to make college affordable for all. In 2016, Representative Blunt Rochester made Delaware history when she was the first woman and the first person of color to represent the first state in the Congress of the United States. She currently serves on the House Committee of Education and Workforce as well as the House Committee on Agriculture. Please join me in welcoming our Congresswoman, the Honorable Lisa Blunt Rochester. Let me get this out of here.
Thank you, Dr. Fitzgerald, for that incredible introduction. The good news is that my speech is shorter than my bio. That's the good news. And I really do want to congratulate him. Some of you may not know that he was named the 2018 National Superintendent of the Year by the National Association of Superintendents. And now we know why, because you're incredible. You are incredible. Good morning, everyone. Okay, when I was Secretary of Labor, they called me the Secretary of Love, because I need to feel the love. Good morning. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. to the faculty, the staff, to the principal, to the board, to the parents, the families, the friends, and the graduates, welcome. It is my honor to stand before you on this great day in Rider Country. Am I in Rider Country? Is this Rider Country? Is this Rider Country, graduates? So I'm pleased to stand here in Rider Country and to be the speaker at the 103rd graduating class of Caesar Rodney High School. And I guess I want to start off by having a moment of gratitude. Graduates, this is the part of the program, I call it audience participation. We had a couple of students come up and say thank you, but this is your chance. If you could, take a minute to stand up and find your people in the crowd and just give them a wave, a hi, blow them a kiss, show them some love. Yes, show them some love. Show your people love. Yes. Yes. All right. Because we know that none of us make it here alone. Like it was said, whether it was nagging you for getting up in the morning or getting good grades, it's family, it's friends, it's neighbors. And I've heard that since your freshman year, you spent 5,400 hours in the classroom. Many hours studying for Mr. Wilson's calculus and physics classes, I was told. But your hard work and perseverance paid off. And that's a word I heard earlier, perseverance. You are now well-rounded graduates that have mastered the 4 A's: arts, athletics, academics, and atmosphere. You are the hard-working, ambitious, competitive students that are champions throughout the state. And so we congratulate you on this great, great day. And some of you come from different backgrounds. So whether you are from Haiti or Camden, this is a special day. I know that many of you are going to go on and go into careers, some going to college, and many going to the military. Your destiny awaits you. And in the short time that I have, I just wanted to share a story or two to tell you about my journey, what it felt like being in your seats. And it's kind of apropos. The theme that I want to speak from is that the race is not given to the swift nor to the strong, but to the one that endures, the one that endures. We're on a track field. And I want to be clear, last year, Governor Carney spoke, and apparently he did push-ups. There will be no push-ups today. So if anybody came for push-ups, you will not see them. But I can tell you about a time that I had to run a race. And it was on a beautiful track like this. But I started off in a small school in Wilmington that didn't have a lot of resources. It was a poor school. As a matter of fact, it was in the middle of a neighborhood that the school was like actually adjacent to prostitutes. So it was really cool. It was like a really tough school. And I was trying to think ladies of the night. I was trying to be correct, but that's what it was. And as kids, we didn't have a track. We had to run around a city block. That's where we practiced. We learned that if we were doing the 440 relay, each part of the block was like the relay. And I was the person who was the anchor. So I learned a lot of lessons from this race. When we got to the stadium, it was beautiful like this. And we weren't used to running on something so incredible. But I remember as we took off, the first person running with the baton, and she was getting more and more behind. By the time they got to me, and I'm the anchor, I'm ready to grab the baton, we were in last place. I mean, we were far behind. So I decided I'm going to take all of my energy and I'm just going to sprint. I'm just going to get out there. And I started going, I started catching up, and people in the crowd started yelling at me, "You'll never make it, give up." I was a kid. I couldn't believe these grown-ups were yelling this. But I kept going, and I was determined, and I was catching up. And then I caught a cramp. Oh my God. I got a cramp in my side so bad, I could not even begin to tell you how painful it was. But I kept going, because the race isn't given to the swift nor to the strong, but to the one that endures. So I kept going, and I got closer and closer to the finish line. We actually came in 3rd place. You can clap for that. I was proud. We at least made it to 3rd place. Okay, there were only 3 teams, but still, I made it across the finish line. And that's part of the lesson. It's about pacing yourself. It's about preparation. So for me, even preparing was important. Today, you are going to walk out of here with the preparation, with the tools. It's about being a team player, knowing your part. Who are you? What were you born to do? Why were you put on this earth? Play that part right now, because we need you right now. Team player, because when we are together, we are stronger. Even this weekend, I went to see the movie Han Solo. Even though his name is Solo, he could not do it alone. He had Chewie. We need each other. Teamwork. 3, know how to pass the baton. That's important. And know how to receive it. Right now, we are passing a baton to you, but you're going to need to pass it on to those that come behind you. And last, know that sometimes you will fail. You will fall. But it's not about the failure. It's about what you do, how you get up. For me, one of the biggest races was when I ran for Congress. I had never run for anything in my life. And the decision to do it came after the love of my life, my husband Charles, went on a business trip, played a game of basketball before a meeting, ruptured his Achilles tendon, and blood clots went to his heart and lungs, and he died. He died at the age of 52, a vegetarian, worked out every day, humble, smart, incredible. For that whole year, I was so sad. I was in the darkest place I've ever been in my life. And I remember going to the supermarket almost on autopilot and seeing a father and 3 kids in front of me with a bunch of grapes at the counter that he had to put back because they were $9. And I said, I'm blessed. I'm okay. But I can do more. I can serve. So the question isn't, what do you do when you fall down, when you're let down, when you fail? The question is, what do you do when you get up? That's the question. What do you do when you get up? I ran for office and the odds were stacked against me. I had never been in a debate in my entire life. I had never, ever raised $1 million, which I had to do for this campaign. I had never done all these things. The odds were stacked against me. But I remember, in the words of my favorite poet, Beyonce, I said to myself, you must not know about me. Doggone it. And I ran that race, and I heard people's stories, and it motivated me to be here standing today. So I am so excited and humbled for you, and some of you may have seen this. I carry it with me everywhere. When I was sworn in on the floor of the House of Representatives, I said, I need to carry something that will remind me of where I've come from. Remind me what is possible. So my sister had done all of this research and found a voter card from Georgia that allowed my great-great-great-grandfather to have the right to vote. He was a slave, and he couldn't even sign his name. All he could do was mark an X. And we took that card and turned it into a scarf that I carry every day. It is proof that we as a country have come through slavery. It is proof that the great-great-great-granddaughter of a slave can become the first woman, the first African American to represent the first state. We can do anything. You can do anything. You can do anything. So riders, I just want to end with this one thing. Are you ready to ride? Are you ready to ride? Because there is only one thing that you will be judged and remembered for. It's how much did you love? How much did you love each other? How much did you love this planet? How much did you love yourself? We can do all things. We can do all things. And so I just end by saying we are excited. We are excited about you. We are pumped for you. As a matter of fact, I want you to remember, as you say goodbye to your Migos, don't come back here bad and bougie. The students know what I'm talking about. We want you to come back and soar and excel and be the great individuals that you were born to be. Riders, ride on. Let's go.
When I was the principal of McIlvain Early Childhood Center, I would often see moms, dads, grandparents, and family friends gather in front of school on the first day of school ever. They had cameras, iPhones, iPads, recording the big moment. And while they were so excited to see their child start kindergarten, there were often a few tears on the part of the adults. And when the adults started to cry, that would trigger a moment with the children. The adults tried to be strong, but there were often a few discreet tissues that were handed out by the school staff. Many of the kindergarten teachers at McIlvain would read a story called The Kissing Hand to their class to reassure their new students that moms, dads, and loved ones weren't too far away. In the story, Chester was a small raccoon that was nervous about starting school. His mom took his hand, kissed his palm, and told him if he ever missed her, all he had to do was look at the palm and know that the kiss would stick and it'd be there forever. When Chester approached the school, he took his mom's palm and gave the kissing hand back to her. In a way, graduation is another kissing hand moment in your journey to adulthood. Your loved ones have filled this stadium today, just as they've done through endless concerts, late-night class projects, sporting events, and performances. You are never far from their thoughts, and they only want what's best for you. So I encourage you to find those people after commencement and thank them for their time, energy, support, and unconditional love. That may be a parent, a grandparent, an aunt or an uncle, a teacher, a principal, a neighbor, or a friend. And after today, these will be the same people that will hug you before you begin your military service, drive you to your college dorm room, or help you pack your lunch on your first day of work as an adult. And while today is busy, hectic, and remarkable, make sure you take the time with your loved ones to reassure each other with a kissing hand moment. Whether it's through hugs, Facebook posts, kisses, lots of selfies, or a FaceTime chat. Tell them you love them and do it often. Mrs. Morelli, as principal of Caesar Rodney High School, I certify that these students, representing the class of 2018, have met all the requirements set forth by the state of Delaware and the Caesar Rodney School Board, and are to be awarded their diplomas.
Good morning. Thomas C. McPoyle. Cullen Leanne Kisner. James Miguel Pyers. Thomas M. Pamato. Badri A. Patel. Mariah C. Adams. Ryan Paul Adkins. Akram Ahmed. Grace Ahern. Amina Audrey Alexander. Taylor Renee Alexander. Vincent Colby Aloyas. Adrian Amato. Lorenzo Jude Andaya. Jeffrey Allen Andrews Jr. Eliza Marie Aragon. Luke Dylan Aranguez. Jemiah Ashley. Matthew J. Atkinson. Demery N. Austin. Alexi Lauren Ayala. Catherine Bacue. Shane Christopher Bailey. Bryce Roland Baker. Garrett Stephen Baker. Erin Elizabeth Balsarac. Cassandra Lee Ball. Christina Alexis Bartosh. Bejini Bayard. Alexia Joy Belisle. Jeremy A. Birch. Zaire Nelson Blake. Juanita Blankenship. Dalen Bolden. Caroline A. Bowl. Forrest Levance Booker. Kyla Michelle Lee Bowden. Savion Isaiah Britt. Natalie Ryan Broadway. Nolan Mitchell Brockmeyer. Brianna Destiny Brooks. Shania Brooks. Nasir Terrell Broomer. David Lamar Brown Jr. Jaden Elizabeth Brown. Michael Brown. Nicholas Brown. Quentin Brown. Shakora Capri Brown. Marissa Browning. Nadia Janae Brunosh. Patricia Melissa Bryan. Maya Jean Birch. And Davion Burris. Damir Keyshawn Burton. Riley Owen Bushweller. Robert Butler. Jonathan Thomas Buteau. Kayla Marie Calloway. Gabino Camacho. Denise Jada Elfrida Cameron. Raekwon Elenzor Camper. Thomas Canning. Kaylee Alexis Cantor. Piper Simone Casey. Alexa Martina Castro. Casey Ann Cava. Hannah Mackenzie Sessner. Sarah Nicole Cessna. Richard James Chapman. Andrea Charles. Andrew Chen. Taylor Lee Childers. Celeste Laura Clark. Jonathan Clark. Wendy Jasmine Collado. DeAC DeJohn Coleman. Craig Coleman. Christelle Coleman. Tyrekus Collick. Eric Collison. Eliana Michelle Cologne. Chelsea Tiana Colson. Kyle Cummings. Alexander R. Conley. Anthony Conyer. Madison Cook. Tavian Daniel Cooks. Lanice Jua Io Cooper. Jalen Corbin. Joshua Mark Cosden. Evan Robert Courtney. Rachel Marie Cox. Nashay Nicole Cusick. Gerlandi Shakina Danjoint. Sadrak Danjoint. Jamir Vonzel Tymeek Darling. Patricia Jelena Davis. Bailey Robert Diatley. Aaron Van Sant De Jesus. Gabrielle K. Dill. Nicholas Ryan Doak. Crystal Dolce. Ryan Linnell Downs. Jacob Duncan. Sarah M. Dufilly. Shirazla Duvelno. Alexandria Eckenrod. Haley Grace Edge. Rachel Jeanette Edwards. Katana P. Edwards Coop. Jeff-Tay Aliska.
Brandon Elmore. Rachel Lauren Emil. Abrielle Elizabeth Emery. Asia Simone Eskridge. Samuel Maxwell Irvin. Xiomara Adriana Lily Etienne. Augustus Hebrew Evans. Rachel Ewald. Licencia Seramendi Exantus. Austin Ayok Young. David Wayne Faulkner. Ariana Feliciano Lopez. Cordell Feeney. Destiny Fernandez. Stephen Lee Ferrandino. Caitlin R. Finfinger. Elizabeth Maria Flores. Cassandra Ariana Flores. Amaya Faith Fuchs. Jade Ford. Jeremiah D. Ford. Charles Marvin Forrest. Destiny S. Franklin.
We're going to tie this around the camera.
Florin Lola Fuad. Chloe Gable. Tajane Kristen Gaskin. Emily Streleski Geskel. Daquan Nashir Gibbs. Monica Michelle Gibbs. Brandon Scott Gilbert. Malika Asha Gillette. Kimberly Catherine Glasser.
Chris, tell Antonio to change shots.
Jessica R. Goldschlager. Logan L. Gravatt.
Let me get this tied around first.
Joseph Gregor Gravel. Brendan Todd Green. Casey Ryan Greening. Kiera Catrice Greer. Davon William Griffin. Aaron J. Grimes. James Elmer Gross III. Nicholas Grossman. Matthew Groh. Gabrielle Ann Gruler. Jalen Christopher Guy. Elijah Guzman. Derek Lee Hawes. Jalen Michael Hathany. Jasmine Towen Hall. Daniel James Hall. Brody Robert Hamilton. Jacob Addison Hammond. Lauren Ashley Hand. Skylar Decory Handy. Brendan Harden. Desiree Nicole Hare. Alexander K. Harfeld. Alexis Ray Harris. Iyanla Alexis Harris. Tayana Simone Harris. Allison Marie Harvey. Jasmine Alea Harvey. Emily Hope Hatskin Smith. Mason Taylor Hatchigan. Cameron Tyler Hayes. David Haynes. Jack Leonard Hevner. Madison Page Hyges. Zachary Hellman. Haley Renee Hemrick. Wino Hermogenes. Alexis Brianna Herman. Paul Samuel Hicks. Rebecca Jean Hyland. Matthew Thomas Hill. Brendan Isaiah Holder. James Samuel Holmes Jr. Jimmy Honore. Jordan Hopkins. Stephanie L. Horn. Kelly Howe. Samuel Everett Howe. David Samuel Huff. Kyle Keith Hughes. Christopher Gregory Jackson. Justin Derek Jackson. Aaron Trinice Jenkins. Alicia Veronica Jonam. Amara Johnson. Desmond LeVar Johnson. Michaela Sherelle Johnson. Elisa Marie Jones. Kayla Brianna Tavi Jones. James Leon Jones Jr. Jordan Edward Jones. Alexis Brianne Jock. Jared Ramon Keaton. Jalen Royce Keaton. Kyla Irene Kellum. Christian Joseph Kennedy. Matthew Kennedy. Kyle Kenton. Ethan Carrick. Jonathan Kim. Lucas Joe Neck. Jesselyn Marie Cocason. Michael E. Crevalis. Arawumni Araboyega Kufariji. Justin Michael LeBombard. Mason LeBrake. Tracy Lane. Ryan Larimore. Peyton Lavender. Michael D. Lester. Mackenzie Hope Lewis. William Amin Lloyd. Noah Christopher Longest. Cami Marie Lord. Cecilyn Nicole Burris. Kylie Abigail Carpenter. Garrett David Kingsley. Macy Taylor Garrison. Gia Marie Cousins. Keith Nango Nukian Guanmisia.
Nova Ascara Lorilla. Raymond Ascara Lorilla. David Richard Lewis. Destiny Josephine Lovett. Mackenzie Lovin. Kiera Lucilia Lowe. Rachel Mackenzie Lucas. Sandell Caleb Luff. Angel David Luna. Connor R. Lust. Megan Marie Lyons. Samuel Keith Mackey. Enes Mahmoud. Kyle Meyer. Kahan Manier. Letitia Anye Tony Marshall. Brooke Christine Martin. Randy Josue Martin. Tylen E. Martin. Dominique Riley Maynard. Alicia Marie McCarthy. Zachary Hunter McKinney. John Wesley McLeish. Helena L. Meinhold. Skylar F. Melnick. Jordan Daniel Mendez. Gabriela Catherine Mendez. Kiera Simone Miller. Noah James Mills. Gloria Marie Monhay. Adam Montoy. Justin Chris Alignan Montoya. J. Micah Moore. Kayla Monet Moore. Antonio Richard Morales. Alyssa Marie Morelli. Erica C. Morgan. Jaleel Moses. Dimitri Michael Morgan. Gage Morgan. Audric J. Morris. Caleb Michael Mosley. Isabel Cassandra Moyer. Eric Nam. Holly Gwynn Navarro. Trame Gwynn. Brandy Casilla Nichols. Dana Brooke Niemeyer. Tyler Bear Knoll. Omar Aziz Noor. Anthony Kelton Norris. Kino Kevin O'Brien. Aiden Patrick O'Connor. Lennox O'Keefe. Hayden T. Olmstead. Amaya A. Ortiz. Isaac Alexander Patty. Joshua L. Pagan. Evan M. Painter. Matthew Thomas Palmer. Sarah Palmer. Denise Duya Panteg. Faith Howler Parker. Helena Marie Parsons. Reno M. Patel. Aaliyah Nichelle Patrick. Alyssa Nicole Patrick. Colton Peck. Kaylee Pugh. Anthony Peffer. Christopher Dominique Pinnock. Stephen Platt. Brendan Cordell Polk. Amanda Kristen Polly. Imani Potts. Katrina Lynn Pounds. Shamar D. Powell. Michael Josiah Pugh. David J. Sparks Pearson. Allie Radford. Jaquan Rashid. Paige Raymond. Rachel Taylor Redmond. Molly-Ann Elizabeth Reed. Alexis Reed. Nathan Thomas Reed. Tyra Diamond Reed. Kristen Alexandra Regal. Lexi Eleanor Jean Rubin. Theotis Troy Richards. Autumn Nicole Rife. Mason Riley. Eric Brian Ringer. Caitlin Marie Rios. Nakaja Rivera. Stanley Dejon Robertson. Isaiah Nathaniel Robin. Amelia May Robinson. Davion Amir Robinson. Nikki Rosado. Levi Thomas Roslovich. Nakasia Sharice Ross. Jalen Rucker. Maya Rain Ruffin Lopez. Nicholas Sabario. Shelby Salemi. Gianna Luisa Samponia. Garrett W. Sarlewis.
Alexis Batia Schellenberg. Madeline Tate Schick-Snyder. Brandon Douglas Schmidbauer. Christopher Stephen Schultz. Lauren Mackenzie Scott. Zoe Michaela Scott. Naeem S. Scruggs. Kayla Rose Secourt. Luis Alberto Serrano. Jonathan A. Sexton. Angel Shahan. Kaylee McKinley Shaner. Tyler M. Shannon. Sarah Melina Shaw. Quentin Lamar Shorts. Mohamedou Sek. Jessica Lee Shuba. Natasha Sheehan. Jonna Smallwood. DeMonte Lindell Henry Smith. Jada Briani Smith. Justin Smith. Victoria Nicole Smith. Brandy K. Snyder. Maya Spangenberg. Timothy C. Spence. Linda Jo Stafford. Richard William Standish. Lauren Marie Stanley. Gabrielle Starr. Evelyn F. Steele. Samantha Stetzler. Desmond Jakai Stevens. Demetrius Stevenson. Brianna Laura Stoner. Haley Marie Stranton. Malachi Kahirina Stubalo. Tyrone Sampson Suarez. Delaney Lynn Sullivan. Andrea Nicole Sippin Talatala. Tessa Renee Talaferro. Michelle Ann Taylor. Victoria Autumn Taylor. Justice Raphael Thomas. Adarius Nathaniel Thompson. Carissa Marie Thorne. Michaela Danae Thorngood. Fletcher Tillman. Carly Nicole Timmons. Robert Tobin. Stephen Ryan Topa. Ashley Renee Torson. Julian King Trammell. Matthew Aaron Trask. Abigail Rose Twining. Caitlin Noel Torrig. Preston Abraham Leroy Upchurch. Mason Van Vorst. Carrie Vasquez. Erin Elizabeth Velat. Dominique Santiago Verser. Ryan Vetter. Jalen A. Victory. Jasmine Elizabeth Tinsley. Ana Lucia Valabana. Missed that. Okay. Baleka Vosili. Gabriel Tyler Voris. Vanessa Vuandi. Jared Wagenhofer. Isaac Joseph Walker. Zakia D.T. Walker. Cortez Lincoln Warren. Corey Deshawn Washington. Ayana Michelle Watson. Najee Stefan Watson. Jessica Wax. Sarah Elizabeth Reardon. Alexis Ann Webb. Destiny Jane Webb. Alexis Gabrielle Wenwick. Kyle Austin Wentley. Kayla Yvonne West. Leah Michael Whalen. Daniel Arthur Wetlow. Jay White. Matthew Wickham. Amanda Joy Wilgus. Jonathan Emil Wilkins. Brianna Marie Williams. Dewan Williams. Marissa Williams Bordley. Raven J. Willis. Joshua Colin Windsor. DeAndre Scott Wise. Lauren Madison Wolf. Fernando Francisco Wong. Matthew Wood. Ella Catherine Wisniewski. Michael Worthy. Andrew Zimmerman. Emily Beth Morris. KCC Luden. Gabriel Morton. Tiana Mendez. Keon Marquise McCoy. Lisa A. Patel. Ayana Michelle Ray. Paul Lewis Simmons. Jahai Alex Stephen Stratton. Miguel Sheriff Powell. Miguel Luis Rios. Noel Luis Rios. Kaim Raif Powell. The Cesar Rodney Board of Education, the high school administrative team, and the class of 2018 will now award a posthumous diploma to a classmate that has been lost along the way. Lionel Purnell Butler.
I think you're El
Come
Presidente.
closer. Yeah,
Right
come.
in the middle.
All right.
Should I just stand by? Sorry.
Ready?
All right.
Look at me, look at me.
Yeah, wait, James, go.
Ready?
Let's go. I need space.
Classmates, please rise.
Thomas, can you
All right, now say this. Say this. All right, ready? Go ahead.
We ask that you join your class officers in the turning of the tassel.
Ready? Say congratulations.
Congratulations.
Go Philly.
Ready? You want to throw it?
I didn't make it.
Say that again, Knable? I'm sorry. Can barely see you.
Evan and Dejana should have trash bags, just extras. Knable. Knable. Headsets are going off. Do you want them on? I'll leave them on. Okay. You tell me, and that's when I'll shut this one off and get out. Alright, I'm on regular master. I must protect Gaffin. What? Alright, let me know when, so I'll stop recording up here and get this camera up. Yeah, that's what I meant. I'm just gonna... I stopped recording on this, I'm turning master off.